Today on the Happy House, we're going to make a 3-course meal. We're going to start by making these delicious crab cakes with a flavorful and tangy mango cucumber relish. For a side dish, we're going to make these amazing carrots on the grill. And we're going to make it with a pistachio yogurt sauce. Oh, you guys, you're going to be in heaven. And for dessert, we're going to make these incredible Poppyseed blueberry rolls. These are so delicious that if you're lucky enough to have leftovers, you'll love having them for breakfast. All right, now on the Happy House. Alright, we're going to start with these decadent Poppyseed blueberry rolls because they take the longest to make. Move over cinnamon rolls, move over orange rolls. These are here to stay. Begin with 3/4 cup of warm milk and add 2 1/4 teaspoons of dry active yeast. You want the yeast to activate, so you don't want the milk to be too hot or it's not going to work. So heat it just above room temperature and let that sit for a few minutes. You can add about a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar to this mixture just to help the yeast along. In your mixer, add 6 tablespoons of butter at room temperature and then add a 1/3 cup of granulated sugar along with 1 egg. Blend that together till it's nice and creamy. Next, add your yeast and milk mixture into the batter. Add 3 1/4 cup of flour into your batter, along with 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds. Add a teaspoon of salt, I like to use real salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Mix the dough well and prepare to knead it. Now I like to use my KitchenAid for the kneading, but if you don't have one, simply just place about a 1/4 cup of flour on a clean countertop and work the dough with your hands until it has that elasticity, just like this. Now transfer your dough to a clean bowl and cover it with plastic wrap. Place it in the fridge for about 2 to 2.5 hours. Now we're going to make the filling. In your mixer, add 4 tablespoons of butter at room temperature. Then add about a 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Next, add 2 cups of fresh blueberries. Now I didn't have fresh blueberries, so I used defrosted frozen blueberries and they worked just as good. Stir those together with a spoon. You don't want to use your mixer for this part or you're going to get blueberry syrup. What you're basically doing is coating your berries. Next, I like to zest 1 lemon over my mixture, just like this. After your dough has been chilled for a couple of hours, you're going to roll it out on a flat surface. Try to go for an oval or rectangular shape, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Then you're going to evenly spread your berry mixture all across the dough. Try to go to the edges if you can. Then go ahead and roll it up, almost like a burrito. Then cut your roll into about 2-inch slices and place in a greased baking pan. Cover the rolls with plastic and place them in a warm area and allow them to rise for about 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, let's make the frosting. Here's my secret ingredient, lemon extract. You're going to add about a 1/2 teaspoon of this to 4 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, 1 cup of powdered sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of grated lemon zest, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Now when the rolls have risen, you're going to take 1 egg, beat it, and lightly brush it over the top of your rolls. Then you're going to bake the rolls at 375 degrees from about 30 to 35 minutes. If you notice your rolls starting to turn brown on the top, you can place a sheet of loose tin foil over the pan and continue baking. When the rolls come out of the oven, spread the tops of them with your cream cheese frosting. It's so delicious when you eat them warm and that cream cheese frosting just melts over the top. You can sprinkle the top with some poppy seeds if you like, and there you have it, Poppyseed blueberry rolls. delicious. Now here's a side dish that you're going to love. Grilled pistachio carrots. This is so delicious. I didn't film myself making it, but I loved it so much, I took a picture and I'm going to share with you how to do it. You're going to start with 2 bunches of thin carrots. You can go ahead and leave the tops on if you want, but make sure you scrub them and peel them. In a large bowl, whisk together 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of honey, and 1 teaspoon of red chili paste. Go ahead and mix all that together and then toss in your carrots. Toss the carrots into this mixture until they're evenly coated. Then you're going to place your carrots on a grill. Turn your grill to low, and over low heat, go ahead and continue to turn your carrots about every 5 minutes or so. They should be about charred and a little bit tender after 10 to 12 minutes. After your carrots are cooked to your liking, go ahead and transfer them to a plate. In a bowl, you're going to whisk together about 1/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt. I like to use the Faje yogurt. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of tahini. Now prior to making this, I had no idea what tahini is, but you know what? I found it at Walmart. It's a paste made out of sesame seeds that comes from the Mediterranean. And you guys, I became an instant fan of this. This is so delicious. I've been putting it in other recipes. You're going to add to that 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice and some salt and pepper. So go ahead and stir all that together. This is going to be your dressing. When that's ready, you're going to drizzle it over the top of your carrots, hopefully while they're still warm, and then you're going to sprinkle crushed pistachios over the top. This is so delicious, you guys. My kids loved it. They gobbled it all up, and we did not have any leftovers for the next day. So I was a little bit sad, but you'll love this. Now we've done this all backwards today. We started with dessert, then we moved on to our side dish, and we're ending with our main entree. Now to save time, we're not going to make our own crab cakes. Normally I would love to do that because it's so delicious, but with everything we have going on in this meal, it's a lot of work. So we're going to use already made crab cakes, and we're going to focus on the topping that's going to go on top of those crab cakes. So in a bowl, you're going to take 1 lime and you're going to zest it, and then squeeze the rest of the lime juice out of the lime into the bowl. From there, you're going to take a mango, peel your mango, and then finely chop it. Add it to your lime juice and zest. Then go ahead and take an English cucumber and you're going to cut it into tiny pieces. So yes, go ahead and dice it. Then you're going to add about 1 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon, just depending on what you prefer, of our red chili paste that we used for the carrots. Go ahead and sprinkle in some salt and add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Whisk all of this together. This is going to be your little dressing. And then you're going to add about 2 to 3 cups of arugula. Arugula can be found at just about any grocery store. I get mine at Walmart. Go ahead and add that to your dressing and give it a toss. Then take about 1/4 of a small avocado and dice that into pieces. Add that to your lettuce, and then add 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh basil. I just get mine straight from the garden. After you've tossed that together, you're going to go ahead and take your crab cakes out of the oven that you've baked according to the directions on the package, and you're going to top them with this mango salad mixture. The bite from the arugula, the tang from the lime juice, and the tartness and sweetness of the mango blended with that chili sauce goes perfectly with this hot, steaming crab meat. There you have it. So easy, so simple, and super delicious. Enjoy!